We've got on the phone lines Todde Funk. He is the bass player for TobyMac, and he's going to be jamming it out tonight at the Huntington Center. Todde, welcome to the Wake Up Call Morning Show. Thanks for getting up early with us.
Thanks.
Hey, are we there?
Oh, there we go.
There we go.
Yeah.
There we are. Good morning.
A little delay. Yeah, good morning, Tommy and Jeff, ESFM family. That's kind of a mouthful to say this early in the morning. How's everybody doing?
All right. How are you?
Oh, man, I'm great. Just here in Toledo and just arriving. I guess we got here about an hour or so ago and getting my day started with you guys and then moving into the rest of the day. Get ready for the show tonight, man.
So everyone sleeps on the bus or the RV then on the way, and then you get there, you wake up and set up. Yeah,
you're in the next city. Yeah, we ride on these big old tour buses, man, and sleep like a baby. That highway just kind of rocks you to sleep. So, we pull in early in the morning, pretty much everywhere we go, and start the day. Yes, sir.
Excellent. Well, I would imagine with a name like Todde Funk, you were destined to be a bass player. I mean, there's not a lot you can do other than that.
Well, I'm going to tell you about that name. I didn't come up with that. TobyMac actually came up with that name one night on tour. I guess it's been, maybe 12 years ago, man. He was handing out solos, during the show, and he just turned around and looked at me and said on the bass, Todde Funk. And I was like, okay.
I guess that's where I am now.
Yeah. I said, okay, I'll take that. So it's worked for me. I love it,
Well, how long have you been playing for Toby?
Man, I've been bringing the funk on the low end for TobyMac for about 16 years now. I was actually right at the point where DC Talk, during the solo tour, right at the end of the solo tour. So I played for Talk on those few shows that we had left, and would play with TobyMac, and it was awesome. So I've been there, man, since the beginning of TobyMac, basically.
So you were probably in Toledo because that tour did make a stop in Toledo. So
well, I don't know if I did Toledo. I think I came on, like I said, right at the very end, and we had some big festivals, some Billy Graham festivals and things of that nature that were left on the books. But it was an awesome experience playing with Talk. And then with TobyMac as he started his solo venture, and it's going to be pretty neat. We've got the DC Talk cruise coming up this summer, so that's going to be really neat to share the stage with K-Max and Michael Tate.
So you get to go on the cruise, huh?
Right. Yeah. I'm gonna do my cruise thing this summer.
Get your cruise wear out. I say get your cruise wear out. Your cruise.
Yeah, clothes. I gotta get that beach situation together. You know what I'm saying?
Now, were you on stage at the Dove Awards when the three got together for a song?
Well, listen, let me think. No, yes, we were, because we played This Is What Love Feels Like.
Yeah.
And that was actually one of my favorite songs that we did. We're not doing that song anymore, but yeah, man, that was quite an experience to be on there with the three of those guys, man. It's something else.
Well, we're going to get quite an experience tonight. Tell us what we can expect tonight. How's this all going to work out with all these bands?
Man, you can expect tonight. It's just going to be as TobyMac likes to say, the joy bomb will drop, and we're going to couple that with the funk bomb on the back end, with TobyMac being the last artist to hit the stage, and it's going to be a lot of fun, man. I mean, there's a lot of great music from Capital Kings to Holland to Mac Powell. There's a lot of diversity on the stages. You got Mac Powell dropping a little bit of country rock and roll. You got Holland and her doing her pop thing, and Capital Kings got the EDM bases covered. You got Mandisa, a little soulful pop, and then you got us with TobyMac in Diverse City, and we kind of bring the full spectrum around musically, So we're going to be dipping in everything from hip hop to a little bit of funk, a little bit of a little soul, and a little bit of pop, So we got all the bases covered, man.
We will not lack for diversity tonight in the music.
There you go. There you go. And there's, even old B. Haley. I don't know if you guys know B. Haley, TobyMac's drummer. He does a speaking. He has a spot where he speaks, delivers a little message about unity, which is really powerful. Shares his testimony, and man, it's a really, really great evening, man. Something for everybody. So really, really honored to be a part of it.
Now, you mentioned, as we were chatting off the air, that you guys are kind of winding this tour down. But how much fun is it to be out with such a diverse group of artists and a big group of artists like this?
It's a lot of fun. This is TobyMac's own production. So it's really awesome to be a part of that, and just being out with all the artists and bands that he has. A lot of these guys are actually signed to his label. A lot of these artists are actually handpicked by him, and he started them on their careers. Capital Kings, Holland, and Mandisa's part of that family, part of that Goatee family as well, or the True Artist family. So, these guys, man, TobyMac, he celebrates them highly, and it's a real honor to be out with them. It's funny because I really enjoy being out on the road, and to me, this is the last, this is our last hoorah, this is the last leg, and it's a little bittersweet because, I really like staying out, you know what I mean? And so it's like, so you're looking at it, it's like, okay, it's about time to go home, and, but it's good though, it's good, but I enjoy being out on the road, and I think a lot of these guys do too,
And
well,
just
so it's bittersweet, to say the least.
From past tours with Toby, it looks like you guys have a lot of fun during the day as you're getting ready for the show, just to chill out, unwind, and get ready. Anything from seeing basketball and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah, there's always some kind of situation going on sports-wise. Last week, we had a tour get-together, tour party, and, so TobyMac, being the sportster he is, he takes a Top Golf, and we're like, oh yeah, we know why we're at Top Golf because he's a win. I don't know if you guys know or not, but Toby, he's an avid golfer. He probably could have done it professionally.
I did not know that.
Oh yeah, man, don't get him out on that golf. He'll wear you out.
Well, he'll have to give us some swings. He'll have to give us some strokes.
Yeah, have to get that handicap working a little bit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
My 87 handicap.
Right.
Now,
that's for sure.
Now, does Toby bring the family along with him, and how's True Dog doing?
Yeah, he brings them out every once in a while. Sometimes he'll grab another bus, and sometimes he'll just let True bring out a group of his friends, which is pretty wild. All those guys run around. For me, being with TobyMac this long, actually seeing all the kids grow up. All the kids, the band members' kids is just really something, and whenever it's possible, I believe,
Hey, Todde, we're starting to lose you. I don't know if you turned your phone any. We're starting to lose you there, so maybe kind of...
Uh-oh.
There you go. There you're back.
Okay.
You're coming through clear now.
These cell phones, it's not a perfect science, but it works.
Yeah,
exactly. That's a good way to put it.
Well, tell us a little bit more about you, Todde Funk. How'd you come to team up with TobyMac?
Man, I appreciate that. Moved to Nashville, Tennessee, and hit the ground running, playing for as many people as I could, and actually ran into Dave White, who's the band's music director. We call him D-Dub. And he was playing with, you remember the group Out of Eden? That was on Goatee? Okay. So Dave was playing with Out of Eden, and I got an opportunity to play with Dave with the girls. And during that opportunity, Dave and I became friends. And when he got the gig with Toby, with DC Talk, actually, he referred me to audition for TobyMac. And I got the audition. Now, I didn't get it the first time around. I played a really good audition, and that's what the word came back to me when they, on the callbacks. But there was a gentleman there who had been in Nashville a little bit longer than I had been there, that knew the guys. So they went with him. A little bit of political thing there, but it's all good because when he left, I just got a call back, and was offered the gig. So I've been with him ever since. So.
Now, have you always been a bass player? Did you start out on a different instrument?
Yes, I did. I did start out on a different instrument. Guitar was my instrument, but we didn't know a whole lot about how to set guitars up and things like that, and it really hurt my hands as a kid. So I said, well, maybe I'll play bass because the strings are bigger. Well, no relief there either. So I decided I'd better stick with the bass because I really wanted to play, and the bass really resonated with me as a kid, and so that's where I started to begin to find my voice was on bass, and I've been playing it ever since.
We're talking with Todde Funk. He is the bass player for TobyMac, going to be in Toledo tonight at the Huntington Center at the Hits Deep Tour. And I know you played here before because you've been with Toby. And so, do you remember much about this venue? Is it a good venue to play in? Do you get good sound out of here?
Man, I'm not going to lie to you. We're in so many venues, it's hard to say, but I can.
Hard to keep them all straight.
It's hard to keep them all straight. But I know it's going to be a fun time either way. I know it's going to be a great show tonight. I'm going to be out before the show in the concourse, shaking hands and taking pictures, signing autographs. So I'll make sure that everybody, that can come by and say hey to Todde Funk. And
will that be at the TobyMac merch table then, or?
No, I don't want to say because it's probably a little bit of your competition. So I don't want to just say. I'll just tell them to look for them. Can't miss me.
Okay.
So, go ahead, Todde.
No, you go ahead. You got it.
I was just going to ask, as you guys are out traveling around, and obviously you're busy, you're going from city to city, what do you guys do to just spiritually keep yourselves centered on Christ and keep that foremost in what you're doing?
It's more of, for me personally, the way of life. I want to be a living epistle in and out of the morning, get up in the morning first, get the base, saturated with prayer, and just being mindful, about the real reason why I'm out here, and staying connected, whether it be watching teaching on YouTube or taking some time out and getting the Word or praying, but it's just keeping that first and foremost, and just doing to be a servant to others and just loving others well backstage and just throughout the day, But yeah, so it's just a routine, make prayer, and study, and and sometimes, just to be honest, sometimes you might miss a time or go a day without it, but then it's like, okay, I have to remember to get back to it because I can tell, being out on the road, there are certain stressors and things that'll come up, and so it's really imperative to be conscious of those things. You know what I mean? So it's definitely the first prayer first.
Oh, we lost you again, Todde.
Oh,
there you go.
Sorry about that.
That's all right.
It's coming in.
It's something with this back bench. I think I'm just gonna have to stay up over here. The back couch.
Todde Funk joining us, bass player for TobyMac. The Hits Deep Tour tonight at the Huntington Center in Toledo. Hey, Todde, thank you so much for spending some time with us. I know it's early in the morning for you, but we really appreciate you coming on this morning. And I think we lost him.
Now we may have lost you totally.
All right, well, Todde Funk, I think we just lost him
completely.
Unfortunately, we lost the connection there, but good to join him, and we appreciate him getting up early and spending some time with us. I guess I'm just rolling into town,
Really early for the life of a musician.
Yes. So Todde Funk, he will be jamming out on the bass, and like you said, he'll be out in the concourse hanging out, so you can get his autograph and meet him.